Daniel Quiseno, human beatbox, is a role model for these aspiring young rappers. They long to be as cool as the big guys. We're from Comuna 13 and we're the best, they boast. At least they're the act to beat within the hip-hop scene of Medellín. Normally, the hilly neighborhood Comuna 13 is in the headlines because of gang wars, cocaine dealers and contract killings. Daniel used to be in a gang and was involved in numerous robberies and drug-related crimes. For young people in Comuna 13, it's a way of life, he explains. He decided to get out after the leader of his gang was shot dead. Now, at 22, Daniel makes a living from graffiti art. He teaches courses and also gets funding from the local authorities. The children in Comuna 13 need new idols, Daniel says. Instead of gangsters, he'd like to see them becoming artists or rappers. 4 years ago, he traded in his gun for spray cans.
I see the neighborhood as a book that people write their thoughts and dreams in. What I'm doing is adding my positive messages to this gigantic book. And I do that in a range of colors so that others get a different picture.
Sonríe, smile, is the message he's spraying today in big letters. People in this deprived neighborhood rarely have much cause to feel optimistic. Medellín has come a long way since it was the battleground of drug cartels and guerrilla groups in the 1990s. However, Comuna 13, on the edge of the city, is still considered one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Colombia. In 2002, the government sent in the armed forces to free the area from paramilitary groups. Daniel vividly recalls Operation Orion. One of his works is a protest against the ruthless tactics of the army and police.
72 people died, with another 300 missing. We believe you can't beat violence with more violence. We see art and culture as the answer, so this is a form of resistance.
Shovels instead of guns. The city authorities have decided to adopt a new, constructive strategy to the problems here. Medellín has been investing heavily in its poorer neighborhoods, and this is one of the results, a 400-meter-long outdoor escalator running up the steep slope of Comuna 13. Previously, residents had to climb hundreds of steps to get home from the city center. Architect Carlos Escobar heads the urban planning team in charge of the giant escalator. What makes this transport infrastructure project so essential, he says, is not just improving physical mobility. In his opinion, it's about inclusion. The escalator has huge symbolic value.
It changes the attitude of local residents and their feeling of being excluded. It's important for them to feel they're part of society. It's not just the escalator. Projects like the subway, the cable cars, the libraries and parks, and the new schools, they're all a response to the need for investment in neglected neighborhoods.
Ser francos, con la mirada en el cielo y los pies en la tierra.
There needs to be more substance than just concrete, say the rappers of Comuna 13. The hip-hop scene offers the teenagers there an alternative to a career in crime.
Art gives us a chance to join forces and make decisions. We have to use art as a means of creating a dialogue. Without dialogue, there will never be an end to the violence.
Street artist Daniel enjoys his life away from crime and wants to help more young people seize their chance. Just seeing them discuss their graffiti designs with him is a success in his eyes. His passion for music and graffiti probably saved his life, says Daniel. He wants to spread that message to as many youngsters as possible and help build a better future for Comuna 13.